Hello and welcome. Let's tap in to the ether here. See what you're going through. What we're going to talk about today. Light it up. Light it up. If the alarm goes off. I guess that's why some people take out the batteries, huh? Okay. I know that's not right. I don't take out the batteries. All right. What are you going through right now? What are you going through right now? What are you going through right now? Whoa. Tell me why I feel like that. I tell you why I feel like that. Okay, so you're on a quest. I see you. You know, I'm a very scientific mystic. I like to connect both. I feel like they both deserve a place. And the worship gene flew out there. And for me, that's saying, along with the images that I get, I see you trying to figure out what you believe. Trying to figure out what makes sense and what you've been led to believe, what has been forced on you. So you are basically at the doorway of your awakening. Something happened to where you were exposed, like alerted to more. Alerted to more. Maybe you're okay. I don't want to speculate. But that's two references to, we had the worship gene, then we had not today Satan. And then we had Sonia Massey pop out and she rebuked in the name of Jesus. So maybe, and that confirms for me, because I was going to say, maybe you're going from like a Christianity mindset to a different, or vice versa. Maybe you're starting to believe. So, and the path of Christianity or something like that, or vice versa. Let's see where it goes. That was all pre-shuffle. I haven't pulled a card. All right, I'm taking that one. When you take away the monster's cookie. Okay. We gonna start off on that note. When you take away the monster's cookie. All right. Who's the monster? Who's the monster for you? Oh man. We had surrender and DV. Okay. Okay, so you're looking to find a spiritual path out of a situation that you have decided is not good for you. And that's me saying it lightly. Surrender came out. You're realizing there's a force of nature that is working through you and others. You're identifying, but I see you having trust issues. So you're like trying to figure it out. You're not quite sure. I see an octopus. It's like you're reaching out, but you know, you're trying to be intelligent. You don't want to fall into any religious traps or anything that doesn't feel like love, because you do know love, because you feel love, and there's a confusing energy here. But that's on your conscious mind right now, is this current situation that you're in, this DV domestic situation that you're in. So let's break that down. Let's see how that's why is that coming out? Music is helping you at this time. Okay. This came out, you know, it's like, all right, let's keep going. If you don't know what that means, then it's not for you. Okay? I don't think I should break that down if you don't know what that means. All right. So you're in it. You're in it. You're in the trenches, my friend. But it's going to be okay. We're going to work through it. All right. You feel crazy. All right, feeling a little nutty? Feeling a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Yeah, because your energy, it does feel very jumbled. I'm like over here like trying to pick up all these pieces that you've sort of scattered. So you're feeling a little nutty. And asylum also represents the protection granted by a nation to someone who has left their native country as a political refugee. An institution offering shelter and support to people who are mentally ill, which is a very, very real possibility for somebody in this type of situation, but it can be temporary. I don't want you to fear some sort of label like that and think that it's a permanent label. Most labels aren't permanent, especially in the field of mental health. It can be a temporary situation. I see you in this temporary panic situation. You feel like you're just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. This popped out. Okay. What about that? You know, if that's what you got to do, or, man. All right, we're going to keep going. Here's a positive message. Ohana. We are all family. You are not alone. That's a very important message here. Like, you feel very trapped, but I can tell it's all in your head, and I can see you frantically freaking out. You're freaking out. But look, I'm coming objectively into the situation here. I'm not emotionally attached to what you're experiencing. So I see you frantic, thinking your logic is off. It's turned off. And your instinct, intuition is heightened. So it's to the extreme. And the intuitive feelings you're having, they're rushing and like, slow down, breathe. I'm seeing a river. I'm seeing a river that needs to turn into a stream. We need a gentle stream here. We need a calm, gentle stream of water. Because you need to be able to assess what's happening logically. And wherever your awareness currently is, it's all over the place. It's, you're really trying to attach and cling to something. Okay, so this is a codependent energy, my friend. And when we're codependent, we need to attach. We have to find it. So an interesting spirit animal, the flea, is considered a codependent spirit animal. And it's like bug, whatever. It represents codependency because it literally, to survive, it has to feed off of the dog or whatever. And it's showing up like, I need to attach. This is the vibe you're giving off. I need to attach. Survival mode is on a bazillion right now. So we're gonna work through this. Shared fantasy, my friends. My friends, this is you and your person. This is this person that you have an attachment to. There's a primary, so there's always going to be a primary, and then what do they call the secondary? The one who induces the fantasy, they create a world that you exist in, and then you guys share this fantasy together, and then it doesn't exist in the main reality. Which is why worship gene popped out, because when you're in a shared fantasy, you are also in a worship type of energy, because you have to make your shared fantasy exist. And since we're creators and you're a manifester and you're capable of literally creating your own reality, you have agreed codependently to a shared fantasy with somebody that's putting you in not a great situation. Because while you both depend on each other, one of you is the primary, one of you is the secondary. The primary person is feeding tremendously off the secondary. And the one who induces the primary, the other, the inductee, the secondary, they have a shared psychotic disorder, which is this mental illness stuff that you're feeling cray-cray. You feel a little nuts. It's the prominent, what does it say? Prominent delusions. It requires two people. It could be a family or more. It's not love. It is very confusing, and it's certainly going to be a challenge to sift through. You may not understand it right at this moment, but you need, all of our cells are working for us every moment of every day. And they regenerate, you get new skin, you get new everything. Every month, every 6 months, it all regenerates. And we need to reset this program. This program in your mind that commands your army, your cells, all through your body to function like a soldier to the beat that you command it. And right now it believes in this place that you have set forth, okay? And we're gonna work on that, because no, we don't do that. We don't do that. We command our army to promote health and to promote vitality and to promote love and prosperity, things that you can create goals to and aspire to and feel creative and free. Like, freedom is the goal, friend. If you are here, freedom is the goal. No matter what, we free out here. We are free souls. We are free souls. Homeless people. Free souls. They said, no, you ain't gonna tell me. For real though. And at the same time, I got a flash of your fear of being homeless. You had this fear of being homeless along with the concept that homeless people are free. It's like, is it worse to be, and I'm not telling you to go be homeless, truly. I'm a very imaginative, creative person, so I tell these stories that I see along with the patterns in your energy to help paint a picture, because I'm also an artist. So I see you and I see your situation, and then I help demonstrate you through it and help you walk through it. That's my goal, is to see the optimism, find the light. We're gonna find the light. We're not gonna be trapped in the darkness of our mind, putting a ceiling and a cap on our ability to overcome situations. No, we're gonna be strong, and we're gonna be free, and we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna find the strength. Eminem. Eminem. This is an Eminem moment, okay? If you don't listen to him. I can't think of the song right now. Okay. What's your biggest concern? You can say it, maybe I'll hear it, but I'm gonna dig. What is your biggest concern? Scarlet's letter. Your biggest concern is looking like a fool, being everyone. So this is, again, we talked about the codependent energy, and your brain is currently it believes that the outside world determines your reality, because you have given your power away. You were born with this power, and then you were either indoctrinated, convinced, coerced, or unlikely freely just gave away your power. It happens to the best of us. It happens to most of us. And you are concerned that when you separate yourself from this energy, that's going to feel painful. It's going to feel like freaking ice needles. I get it. I understand that pain. I know what you're saying. I truly feel it. I'm like, but I hear you like, but I love, but this, like, there's this rebuttal energy to your belief system. It's very, very powerful inside of you. You have a strong will. which is beautiful. Keep that momentum as we get out of this situation. Keep that strong will, because it is your superpower. It is going to help you. Under the influence. What are you under the influence of, though? Under the influence. Help me. Under the influence of what? Energy is contagious. Under the influence of energy is contagious. Drunk in love. That's what I heard. We be all night. Whoa. You're drunk in love. Energy is contagious. Man, Beyonce got some pipes. I just saw her perform this really cool thing I saw the other day. It was good, but whatever, we're gone. We need to uplift this energy. Like, I need you to carve out time in your day to play your favorite music and listen to it and dance and be free. Be free. Be free. I want to hit this like I'm smoking. No, I want to hit this a few times to clear the energy. To calm you down. I just see your heart racing. We gotta let this go. We gotta let this go. There's too much flowing through the system. It's all clogged up. I'm hearing give yourself, what is it? What is it called? Give yourself, it's like I'm seeing like the baby, like a mom holding her baby. Give yourself the nurturing that you would imagine or did or know to be that connection where you have that, but to yourself. Like, be the mother, be the nurturing mother yourself. Male or female, nurture yourself. Under the influence, energy is contagious. This person outside of you that is, the reason surrender is also here, it's in specific to the subconscious, is because you're consciously involved and actively aware and operating aware, like in awareness to the DV situation, the not great situation. But subconsciously, you're being asked to surrender. You're being asked to let go. You're being asked to give it to God. That's the kind of vibe here. Give it to the universe. Ask Source Creator that made all this cool stuff out here and us freaking stardust. You know what I'm saying? We're literally fragments of this entire construct. It's nuts. It's a beautiful thing. You're a grain of sand on the ocean. Don't make your problem so big that it's all of reality. No, friend, you're literally a grain of sand on the beach. And there's a whole bunch of grains of sand, an ocean, and a world out there, and in outer space. The bigger you make the problem, the more real and consciously aware and focused on it you are. And you're being asked to shut it down. Just shut your system down. Turn it off. Fall into the awareness, the knowing that you are operating in this body, in this vessel, but it is a temple for your spirit, and your spirit is connected to the greater and beyond. You are not, you are not forced to be. Remember, you are free. You are free. The Anunnaki. The Anunnaki. So, what does the Anunnaki want to say? What does the Anunnaki want to say? Book of Enoch. Interesting. So we're gonna, is that the fire making that noise? We're gonna go a little off script here, but it's for your benefit, I promise. Because in the beginning of an awakening is an understanding of the greater, of going beyond the situation you're in, okay? Close your eyes if you want to. I'm gonna help you imagine another way. Because the Book of Enoch is very, very intriguing to me to pop up right here. Because we're gonna use the literal meaning, but we're gonna put it into your experience. So in Genesis, in the beginning, the fire is literally talking. It's so crazy. In the beginning, we get this concept, this first book, Genesis, which is the beginning. That's what it is. And there's this part where they're naming off all the family in the creation story. And then dude, Enoch, all of a sudden is no more. I hope you hear the fire talking. Is it because it's almost empty? I've never heard that. That's cool. So he just disappears. And the scholars and all the religious people that literally decided what books were going to create the current Bible that Christianity follows to a T. They worship the book more than they worship God, which is, no judgment. My assessment, my belief. It's my belief. Everyone has a right to their own belief. And I have no hate. Do you, okay? But how I interpret it, a lot of the times is the book is more believed by them than the actual connection in their heart with God. Well, the Book of Enoch is a book that scholars, human beings, man, not God, human beings decided out of hundreds of books, hundreds of scripture written, they were going to input these 66 particular books in this Bible. But they left this one out, which is a very, very fascinating story. Just like Revelation's a very fascinating story that they almost left out. Why are you popping up all of a sudden? Because it's saying there's more to your story, and God's gonna, universe, source, creator, is gonna take your spirit and it's gonna give it a little nap, okay? It's asking you to take the conscious actions, to use your free will, to walk out of a certain particular energy field, because in a particular vibration, beings can't come in and clean up your entire mess. There's steps you have to take, and then they will sweep you up. They will swoop you up. They will help. Sing. See what I'm saying? Dance, sing. This was coming up. That's a frequency. Singing is a frequency. I sing all the time. I don't care. Like, it's about having fun. It's about uplifting. How many times have you, I don't know, I do. You feel low and you start singing something, a song that you love or whatever, and it just uplifts your mood. It just makes you feel better. Because that energy, that frequency, that raising your vibration is what is going to help you have understanding and not fall into the trap over here of like, I've lost my mind, or it's me, I look in the mirror and I hate myself, or any of these negative vibrations. I'm seeing women walking, she's like walking in nature on a sidewalk or whatever, and I just see her energy kind of displaying like, she doesn't really make eye contact or have a confidence look to her. You can tell her self-esteem is shot. Your self-esteem is, I'm hearing another song. Your self-esteem is shot. I'm not going home. What's that? Tones and I. 'Cause I'm not going home. Okay. Look, It's gonna be okay. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little buds going home. Okay, this is for you. When everyone has gone to bed, I find myself all in my head. I'm walking down this lonely road because I ain't got no place to go. I want to find this peace of mind that people speak of. Yes, I tried, but I'm walking down this lonely road because I ain't got no place to go. Going there, I go, and I don't know where I will be tomorrow. Through the night, we choose to fight, but all I know is I'm not going home. Some people stop, some pass me by. It's pouring rain, but I'm alive. And where I'm headed, I don't know, because I ain't got no place to go. I'm seeking something I can't find. I had before, but I left behind. And I'd rather walk this lonely road than turn around and go back home. Going there, I go, and I don't know where I will be tomorrow. Through the night, we choose to fight. Through the night, we choose to fight, but all I know is I'm not going home. Everybody needs a changing of the tides. Changing of the tides, everybody sees the breaking. Everybody needs a changing of the tides. I'm not going home. Tones and I. Yeah, I almost saw, like, I don't know if this homeless person is maybe your literal situation, which is horrible. I understand. Like all right, we're gonna pull some other cards out of another deck. Ohana, you're really needing family right now, but family from everyone, like a earth, a world family. You're needing to be loved on. You're needing to be loved on. And you are not alone. Yeah, you feel unseen. You feel like people just pass you by. Oh, come on, metaphysics. Sorry. Okay, I won't rebel, I promise. Intuition. Okay, that's fine, actually, they said. All right. Put it down, actually. Okay, what do they need to focus on? Yeah, okay, what do they need to focus on? Nutrition, I saw nutrition, I felt nutrition. Your health, your actual consumption is of top priority. Yeah, they have who are they? The angels, the beings that work outside of 3D that want to support you, your ancestors. We're battling good and evil, guys, period. And you've been under a spell of evil and you have been awakened. Welcome. Hello. I know, crazy times. But your team of guides, your spiritual protectors that you clearly have been reaching out to, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, are trying to get you to go on a journey. And this journey is going to be unlike any journey you've ever taken, because they have something to show you. Man, this is deep. The beast out of the sea, Revelations 13. No fear, people. Listen to me. When I speak about aliens and religion and the Bible and the devil, any of that stuff, it is never, ever, 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 ever to induce fear. If you feel fearful when we talk about it, That is literally of your imagination. I'm not a fearmonger. I don't produce any of that. We discuss intellectually and feel with our heart and discern everything that comes through without an emotions being the leader. Okay, we're allowed to feel. You can feel this. If fear pops up, let's work on that. Let's not focus on it and let it grow and start turning off the lights and seeing demons in our, that are after us and stuff. Or nightmares, which I've been through it all. I get it. I get it. So the beast out of the sea, Revelations 13, is a very, very critical thing. I think we're gonna have to crack open the Bible for this one. So if you don't like that, adios. But I think we're gonna have to do that. Okay? Because this is a bigger thing than you know. And I know that weird ass media has been exposing some of this, so they have to though, because it's coming out. The ocean, the waves. Man, if you got the ocean near you, please just go all the way, head under, dip in the ocean. Neutrality. Yes, find neutrality. Be neutral. So when I crack open the Bible, we're going to be neutral. We're not going to be crazy. We're not going to be crazy and let it take us somewhere, okay? But I think we should. Just for a moment, let's see. Okay. Scripture is not literal, but it can be, but it doesn't have to be. So who knows why this is connecting at this moment? And I saw a beast coming out of the sea. He had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on his horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was astonished and followed the beast. Men worshiped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast, and they also worshiped the beast and asked, "Who is like the beast? Who can make war against him?" So this is a man in the story. I'm going to paint a picture. This is a man disguised as a human being male, but behind him is operating through a monster, right? And we really have to be aware of who our enemies are. 6th house just really spoke to me, which is techniques and methods, daily struggle, self-improvement, obstructions, attitude towards routine, organization, debts, mentors, theft, health, nutrition, attitudes towards food and service, karma, accidents, your boss, co-workers, office, romance, or mistress, ruled by a Virgo to Mercury. So the beast in your life, the monster, the fool right here, is operating through a version that you see, because we have to understand this reality is, it's not just dense, okay? I know that's hard for many logical people to believe, and we have to remember neutrality. We can't be extremely logical, but we can't be extremely irrational. There's a center point. And you're being asked to take a journey to understand something that 3D can't teach you. So this limited perception of fear and doubt and worry, this is like a leap of faith into the unknown vibe. You have to be able to jump into the vortex of energy, the the creative place that we all have access to, that when we close our eyes and connect to the everything, to the one, all these problems, they drift away like a dream. And we become more aware of the totality of everything, which is where you can find things like compassion and understanding and wisdom and balanced intuition, like intuition that will guide you in the right way, not imbalanced intuition that'll react and be more survival, right? That kind of intuition. We want to be intuitive, but we want to also be logical so we don't lose our mind. Watching or tracking your movements change things up. Watching or tracking your movements change things up. This controller, this person that's pushy, that's yeah, I do. I want to know about this effer. Tell me about this effer. Tell me about this person. Show me a card for this person. Okay. I had an epiphany. Yes, this is the mask slip. This is when you're involved with a person in whatever capacity, and you typically interact with them normally in 6th house, so day to day. This is your day-to-day routine. Work, home, however this is going, maybe both. However this is going, right? And then all of a sudden, there's this moment where you see a different version of them. And you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? Where'd that like other side of them come from? I did not see that coming, you know? Okay. It says trapped, prisoner, confined, limited, and lack of resources. This person, they are operating for an entity. I'm sorry that that's the truth, because you took away the monster's cookie. We saw how this came out, and I'm trying to be playing with it, but let's be honest, like, it's bigger than that. You saw the entity, okay? The entity did not hold back, and the entity came through, and you experienced that person on another plane of existence, which is why your team and source and creator, however you want to view it, the universe is trying to get you to slip through with the Book of Enoch and the Anunnaki and that other magical journey that came up there, which is Baron Trump's marvelous underground journey or adventures or whatever. They're trying to get you to go to through a magical journey here that's going to teach you a lot about what you've been engaged in. That maybe if you were fully aware, you wouldn't be consenting to what you're going through. But you have, by choice, shut down parts of yourself. You've shut down parts of yourself to be accepted and liked, because your energy is what's that word? I'm not going home. Right. Because the beginning we were talking about the codependency, the flee, the connection, the need to attach. We need to practice detachment here. Don't give in. Don't give away. Don't feed the monster the cookie. Take the cookie away from the monster. And that's why the mask slipped. Don't feed into that. Don't keep pushing. Don't say, well, because the monster is now angry, I should give it more cookies. No, we should take all the cookies away from the monster and let it starve to death. Okay? And again, don't take things literal. I cannot be responsible for what you do. That was a metaphor. Oh, I dropped coffee on my Scarlet's letter. Yeah, you're concerned about that so much. Underground. What's underground? What's underground? Help. Help. What's underground? Okay. Yeah, you've like buried your inner child. The journey is to help you rediscover yourself back to the original way that you were. There's a way that you were, and then you stopped being that way to be this way with a shared fantasy. Just know if you need to go to the emergency room, it's there for you. I don't know. I don't know. Can I see the person they're dealing with? We got guide in the reverse, so it's upside down, and that is the shadow attribute is places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Oh my gosh. So I see your person leading you down a path of greed and I can't remember right now what control stems from, but let's just go with greed for now. They're very material. They're very in the logic, lots of anxiety. They push, they persevere, they persuade, and they lead with their wisdom, their assessment, they are a guide in your life. Like they tell you where to go and why. Like you trust in this person, but you're trusting in them in the shadow where they're doing it for greed. They're doing it for material gain. And now that you're entering the spiritual journey, it's like you're trying to find a more, what's that called? When you're like trying to do the right thing. Let's say you had to go work for a company and you found out their morality was bad. The way they make money, it's bad. And you now make money through them. So the money that comes to you is bad. And you were like, no, I don't want to work for you now. I want to go find a company. They may pay less, but at least my spirit feels at ease. Same with a partner, the way that you function is immoral. I don't like this method. I don't like that foundation of greed. You can just tell it's from evil. You can just tell it's dark. And you're trying to enlighten yourself to get out of, escape, find another path, a spiritual path. Okay, and you came out as the father in the light attribute. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So whoever you are, you're showing up as the head, the leader. You want to do what's right for your family. You do want to be logical. You don't want to be too irrational. So this is a masculine energy. So you want to take action, and you want to take calculated action. But I feel like it's over-calculated, which is where you're stumbling. Because when you do the math is complicated. It is simple, but there's a complication type of math you're doing. You're not doing 2 + 2. You're doing like really complicated math that just keeps confusing you. And we need that father intuition here. We need that firm, intuitive knowing energy. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know this is going to be okay. I know the direction I'm going in is leading me into a positive direction here. I trust myself. This is a strong energy. You need to get out of this person's shadow. You're in their shadow. They're in their shadow. You are both in their shadow. Yeah, trapped little butterfly. That's what I heard when I saw that upside down. It was like a trapped little butterfly. Like I see it trapped in a web. Something so beautiful trapped in a web. Okay. And the snake. Okay, we're going to read the snake. Okay. The wolf on the bottom there with the little rabbit in reverse. And I heard too much concern with sexual matters, which is, I think, what this book would say about that card. I'm not going home. Like I keep seeing it, like this wolf, this lone wolf. It's like, I'm not meant to be a lone wolf. Like I'm meant to be in this, I'm meant to be in a tribe, but at the same time, your tribe isn't acting right, okay? And when our tribe doesn't act right, we got to make moves, you know? What does the snake have to say? The snake is the guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spines in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When out of balance, you start and stop many things to bring into balance yoga and meditation. Yeah. So you have the survival mode. That's what the rabbit's in reverse for, because it's not a rabbit that's feeling safe. It's a rabbit that's feeling like it's under attack and it needs to run from a predator, which activates different hormones and different endorphins or whatever. Like all that functioning inside of you, it's in this reactive type of energy. And this trapped butterfly energy is because the person you're interacting with has a web. So they have connections, they have strategy, they're strategic, they plan, they're logical, and things get caught up in their energy because they're the one creating a shared fantasy for others to become entranced into. Like the butterfly just fluttering by. Oops, I swooped you up. Oops. And the rabbit, the same thing. It's like, oops. not really oops with the rabbit, but the rabbit in the state of needing to survive. Like I just see it like cutting, you know, they're fast and they kind of cut through. with the snake, there's no time to waste, meaning you have a logical plan that actually makes sense, but because of this rabbit energy, you're not believing and trusting in your plan because you think it's irrational, because you are in fight or flight. But you have found a rational place. There is a rational path amongst the chaos that you got here. All this scattered energy it is chaotic. You don't need to take everything with you. Take what you need and go down that path of logic that you have found. Get away from the spider web. Get away from it. It's not helping you. You're in a web, and it will require regeneration and trust and surrender, some crying. There's going to be an emotion. The ocean here, like, there's a lot of tears to shed, which is why going in the water would help. Go into the salt water. Get cleansed. Cleanse, purify, cleanse, purify. You're getting yourself out of a delusion. You're getting yourself out of a fantasy where you don't believe in yourself, where you don't have self-esteem, where you have lost yourself. You have buried yourself underground, and now you're screaming for help. And the answers are in neutrality. The answers are when you find the balance. The answers are when you find the balance. Know why you started and don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. Know why you started. Find that logic. There's a need to find the logic here and not to get carried away into the survival, into the chaos of the needing to survive energy. Be a bit linear. Create the line though. Don't follow someone else's line. Create the line and follow that path. Walk the line you set. But be flexible when you need to surrender to the changing tides, the waves that come through. Be flexible like water, but also build the boat so you won't sink, so you can get across. You're needing to gently find a way out. The beast out of the sea. Interesting. The beast out of the sea with the ocean. I haven't seen Moana yet, but I'm almost certain that movie would be very, very good for you to watch. So you should go watch that. I'm about to go watch it. I'm so excited. Okay, that's what I have. Thank you so much for watching. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. Give it to God, give it to Source, give it to Creator. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust not this person. Don't believe in human beings. We're all flawed out here. We all don't know what we're doing. We're just trying our best. And attach to those that uplift you, that make you feel better, that make you feel good, that support you. It doesn't have to be those that always co-sign everything all the time. You can have a little feedback. That's great. But we certainly don't want to be attached to anyone we're in a fantasy world with that makes us feel like an asylum energy where we need to escape or find refuge. That's not good. That's not helping you at all, okay? Fear of homelessness, that's not good. That's survival, and that will make you act different than if you felt safe. We need to operate from a place of I feel safe. That's our root chakra. That's going down into the earth and digging into the earth and saying, I am connected. I want healing. I want to be connected. I want to be grounded. I want the earth and me to know that I'm not flying away into outer space. I'm here with the earth, and the earth's got my back, and we're going to get through this together. Yeah, go watch Moana, okay? Thank you so much. That's what I have.